Hi guys, welcome back to Graveyard Sisters. This is part 2 of my little walk around Bent Cemetery. I'm in the Victorian section now, so all the headstones I've got extremely grand and elaborate, amazing, they're absolutely humongous. I've already been in here and done video in the Victorian section, but it's so huge, there's so much to look at that, you know, I could do 100 videos in here. So this graveyard's pretty local. It's a couple of miles away and I've walked today. And I haven't went a wee bit further, which I'm going to do because, as I said in part 1 of my video, I've been so busy that I'm planning to travel further afield next week. Everything's got a bit more quiet now. So these are breathtakingly huge. So we're going to start with this one here. Look at the size of this. I mean, for scale, I'm trying to show you, there's a headstone there. So for scale, that little headstone besides. So let's go and have a look and see who this is. This is in loving memory of James Loudon. So he was an MD, medical doctor, I presume. He was born in 1824. He died in 1902. Emily Burra, his wife, and she died in 1883. Elizabeth Purvis, wife of Jai Livingston Loudon MD, born 1870, died in 1924. Their eldest son, Jai B. Livingston, and he was a lieutenant in the 6th Cameronians, born 1896. He fell in action at Nord, 15th April 1918. And there was Ellen, and she's the wife of James Loudon, and she died in 1928. It just goes on and on and on. And Emily, she was the eldest daughter of James Loudon, and she died in 1944. Huge, absolutely huge. And then we've got this one here again. For scale, there's a relatively good sized headstone here, and then we have this one here. So this is Jessie Deems in loving memory of her husband William Rankin, and he died in 1876, aged 65. Then Jessie, and she died in 1880, aged 67. We've got James Dean Rankin, his eldest daughter Jane. Jane was only 21 when she passed away. Christina Dykes Fleming, wife of James Dean Rankin, she was 82. Their eldest son William Rankin. And then their 7th son, Henry Alex Rankin. And it goes on and on. Agnes Norrie, in memory of her beloved husband, Robert Rankin. And Robert died in 1876, aged 42. Also their son, Augustus. And Augustus was only 3. And then Agnes Norrie, she died in 1919. And their grandson. And it just goes on and on and on. It's huge. These I mean, the Victorians knew how to do elaborate. So we have more around here. I think this around here, I think this is where the Dukes of Hamilton were buried, which I've already done a video on. Look at this one here. Alexander Kirkpatrick of Allenshaw. He was born the 2nd of October 1817. He died the 26th of February 1887. His wife Elizabeth, she died 1890. Ellen, her sister, 1895. Keith Watson, housemaid for 50 years. So these people were, obviously they had money to have a housemaid, but she's here too. And she died in 1923 and she was 88, but she's, and the lady, Jane Baird, Ladesmaidy for over 50 years. The 15th of September 1923, just after Keith died. She was 83, and Elizabeth James, I mean, that's amazing. It just tells you so much. It tells you so much about them. Wow. So they must have had a lot of money. So we'll go over here. I've seen a few people walking dotted about with their dogs, and I've had a few looks. I think people just want to know why I've got a camera and it's so quiet in here, and then they hear me. But yeah, I'm here to remember. These are just so big and grand. Look at this Celtic cross. This is, look at the actual detail on this. It's absolutely ornate, beautiful. Look at the size of that. Gorgeous. So this is in loving memory of Alexander Ross, a writer, or his name was Ross Writer, I'm not sure. He died at Bonnin Hill, Avondale, on the 12th of July 1922, aged 64, and his wife Agnes is there, and Agnes died in 1941. And also Sheila, their daughter-in-law, wife of John Stuart Ross, writer, who died at Glossburn, Hamilton, 10th of October 1949. So this one isn't actually Victorian. Beautiful, very, very ornate. So let's go and see if we can find some of these big, huge stones to show you. Could get lost in here all day. So we're going to come over this way and see. They're just massive. Some have not stood well in the test of time again, but these ones, look at these big pillars, they're absolutely huge. Two hidden in the trees. This is erected by Margaret Wilson in memory of her husband David Burns, who died the 22nd of October 1878, aged 83, and then the above Margaret, and she died the 27th of May 1880 something. Beautiful, huge. Here we have sacred to the memory of John Robb, cattle dealer, Hamilton, who died the 10th of October 1863, aged 48. Also John Robb, his grandchild. John, he was only 1 year and 5 months when he passed away in 1872. Janet Wilson, the widow of John Robb, and she died in 1906. And then William Robb, cattle dealer, who died the 20th of August 1916, aged 68, a cattle dealer. So it tells you so much information just on that little stone there. So, this one here has caught my eye, this big huge thing here, so we'll go and round. I know, I've already done this one. I feel like a dwarf. So I'm 5'4", and I just feel so dwarfed by all these. Erected to the family in memory of Lachlan Taylor, who died the 3rd of October 1871, and his wife Mary McNeil, and she died the 10th of October. And someone killed, but it's gone. And then it's maybe it's Archibald, Archie, in memory of Lachlan Taylor, who died the 21st of May 1872, aged 5. And the above Archibald, who died the 26th of September, aged 39 years. And then Robert, who drowned at sea, aged 20. And then Angus died the 1st of February 1895, aged 21. James died at New Zealand, aged 29. And then there was Violet, above, maybe daughter, maybe. She was 69 when she passed away. So young and amazing, beautiful memorial. Yeah, you can't help sometimes but feeling a bit emotional after you've read some of these, especially when someone's been killed, or you know, killed young, babies dying. It's also sad. So I'm going to just go across this little clearing here because I don't think there's anything on it. We'll go and have a look around here, see what we can find. This is huge. This is in memoriam of Mary Lamont, the beloved wife of R.L. Alston, born at Kilmoon, 1st of November 1829, died the 24th of July 1899. Catherine died in infancy at West Hartlepool and interred there. And Jemima Catherine, she was born in March 1871 and she died in 1873. And then the above Robert Lockhart, he died at Argyllshire, 1916. And their son Alexander, who died at Tankerton, Kent. And it just goes on and on again. Huge. These people that lived before us and, you know, have stories to tell, have history, and if only they could just come and speak to us and, you know, tell us their story. This is erected by David Colville in loving memory of Elizabeth Houston, widow of the late Reverend John Barr, minister of the Relief Church, Dove Hill in Glasgow. She died at Hawthorne Cottage in Motherwell the 8th of September 1877 in her 81st year, and her daughter Jessie, beloved wife of David Caulfield, who died on the 19th of November 1897 at Kilmorey, Skellimore, in her 77th year, and the above David, who died at Glasgow in 1898 in his 86th year, and then their son Robert, and then Jemima, their daughter. In loving memory of wee David, the son of D. Colville. So that's obviously his son then. Son of D. Colville Jr., Jerviston House, Motherwell, and he was born the 5th of July 1888 and he died the 7th of March 1889, not even a year old. Rest in peace, little baby. I've already read this one out in my first video that I've done in here, so if you've seen that one, I've read that out. At first I thought that was the monuments for the Dukes of Hamilton and I got really excited, but it wasn't. As I said, I've done that anyway. Let's see this one here. Erected by James Fleming in loving memory of his wife Mary Freeburn, who died the 14th of January 1904, aged 46, and the above James Fleming. And James died the 31st of May 1905. Also their beloved son Charles Fleming, and Charles was 53. Also their beloved daughter Jean McIntyre Fleming, who died the 20th of April 1956, aged 75 years. And then there's more people there interred too, so I'll just kind of linger on it so you can read it all. We'll go through here. So we do have some, well, I've got some exciting things to do, well, to say. Audrey and myself are going to Cyprus in the 1st of November. And one of the first things I done was Google to see if we could find a cemetery, and there's one 15 minutes away from the hotel, and that's 15 minutes walk. So we will be doing a video in Cyprus soon, which is really exciting. Don't think I'll be able to read out a lot, presuming it's going to be in a different language, in Greek, but it's going to be awesome, guys, and I'm really excited to show you this Cypriot cemetery. And there's also the Tomb of the Kings, so we will be going and visiting that and doing a video there too. Really exciting. Oh, got a wee friend. Hello, are you lost? I seen you earlier on. Hi. don't know if this little dog's actually on its own. I seen you earlier on. Have you not? Where's your owner? Oh, look. Hi. I think this little dog's lost. Hello there. Come on. Oh, it's away. I think I'll have to go and see if I can trace someone who's looking for a dog. I think this wee doggy thought I was the owner. I think it's scared. Oh, little soul. Oh, no. There's a guy down there. It's good. It's okay. There's a guy down there. He's trying to get the dog back into the van. How cute. How cute. I thought he was lost. The resting place of Neil Livingston and Agnes Hunter. And to, I'm not really sure what that says, guys. Express the thankfulness to God of their children John, David, Janet, Charles and Agnes for poor and pious parents as Agnes Livingston, born the 16th of April 1823 and died the 3rd of January 1895, and Janet Livingston 1818 to 1895, resting in the blessed hope of rising to see God and inherit the life eternal. Wow, what an absolute beautiful inscription that is. Wow, that's gorgeous. So we'll make my way up this bit here, see what we can see. I don't want to go to the same part and show you the same, you know, the same stones that I've already been at. But it's lovely, it's absolutely lovely in here. Look at the sun just hitting off some of the stones, and yeah, beautiful. So this part kind of perturbs me a little because there's, you know, I think there is probably people interred under here, so I won't walk across it. We'll walk this way. Try and just stay to the side. Let's see what else we can find to show you. Look, just a little plaque here. Look. James McKechnie, the 30th of June 1952, always in our hearts. Love Mum and Dad. Sad. Excuse me. When you see all the elaborate stones and then you just see a little plaque. But at least there's something there. Rest in peace, James McKechnie. One that's completely just, times took it away. It's just got some markers here. Colin Campbell. This is erected by William Brown in memory of his mother Elizabeth Lawson, and Elizabeth was born the 4th of March 1795. She died the 4th of January 1875, so she was 100 years old. Amazing, absolutely amazing. To live that long back in that day is amazing. And also his daughter Elizabeth, and Elizabeth died 1877. And his son Robert, and Robert died at Dundon, I'm not sure, Dundon, New Zealand, 10th of June 1880, and also his daughter Agnes, and Agnes died in 1881. So there was a lot of heartache for William Brown and his family. But his mother got to 100 years of age. Elizabeth Lawson, you're a legend, hen. You're a legend. Amazing. Absolutely fantastic. Rest in peace. This is erected by James Wilson in loving memory of his wife Elizabeth Fisher. And Elizabeth died September 1906, aged 78, and the above James Wilson. And James died 6th of June 1913, aged 84. So guys, I'm going to just leave it here then. I don't want to keep coming back to the same, you know, graveyard and boring you all. And I am going to go further afield, I promise. I've got some really cool graveyards lined up. One in a place called Glassford, which has lots and lots of amazing examples of memento mori to share with you all. So I'm really excited about that one. This is very unusual. You can see it, I've got the sunlight in my eyes. In loving memory of Archibald Colville, Motherwell and Gromery, Stirlingshire, 1854 to 1916. And then we'll look at this one here because it's huge again. In loving memory of James Somerville Marshall, MD of Dunsighton, born the 28th of April 1837 and died the 14th of February 1902, and of his only son, John Marshall, MB. He was born on 17th of December 1873 and died in February 1912. And his wife, Christina Ballantyne Marshall, she passed away in 1935. I've got their daughter there. And of their youngest daughter, Margaret Helen Hamilton Marshall, and she died. She was born 13th of August 1878 and she died 1945. So they really did know how to do funerals. The Victorians, nothing was done without it being grand. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You know, if your loved one's passed and you can't even afford the headstone, that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's elaborate and it doesn't matter if it's small. What matters is that there's someone there to remember who's passed away. So guys, I hope you've enjoyed my little video, and I will leave it there. Please hit the like and subscribe button, it means the world to me and Audrey. Thanks for watching. Take care everybody. Catch you all soon. Bye.